Many of you all are totally new to crochet and have asked to see some patterns that are great to start your journey with. So in this video, I'm going to share 30 free beginner-friendly crochet patterns to make. And most crochet patterns are separated in 4 different levels of difficulty. They have interchanging names, but generally there are 4 different levels: easy, beginner, intermediate, and advanced. So all of the patterns I'm going to share are in the first 2 levels: easy and beginner. The easy patterns are great to start with. They only use basic stitches and maybe a little bit of increasing or decreasing. And the patterns labeled beginner are just a little bit more difficult. There may be a little bit of color work, maybe a bit of shaping, or maybe some special stitches involved in making them. And I'll be separating all of these patterns into 4 different categories: home decor, sweaters and cardigans, tops, and accessories. And as always, you can find all of the exact links to all of these patterns on my blog, which are linked in the description box below. All right, let's get started. First is the Simplicity Star by Samantha Jane Creations. This one is labeled easy, so it's great for a first project. It measures 85 by 85 centimeters, so it's great for a small lap blanket, and it's very repetitious. It only uses the single crochet, double crochet, slip stitch, chain, and skip a stitch to create. And it also has a lot of helpful pictures. So this one's really satisfying because it's a nice, quick, and simple blanket. And it's really nice to have a mix of quicker, more satisfying projects and some more longer projects so that you can cycle between them. And this one's available on the Lovecrafts website. Another great make is this Moss Stitch Squares rug by Yarn Inspirations. This one's more beginner level and measures 19 by 31 inches or 48 by 78.5 centimeters. To create it, you make a bunch of squares using the moss stitch, which is single crochet and chain 1, and then you also slip stitch all of the squares together to complete it. So this one's really great for practicing the single crochet, chain 1, and slip stitch techniques, and it's available on the Yarn Inspirations website. Here is another practical make, a dishcloth by Yarn Inspirations. It measures 8 inches or 20.5 centimeters square and is really simple and repetitive. You can also practice changing color if you would like to do the striped version. And this is also a really great one because it's quick and functional as well, and it's available on the Yarn Inspirations website. Here is another functional and beginner or level 2 make, a basket by Jessica Cooper of CROCHET Creations. It uses super bulky yarn, so it works up quite quickly, and it does require increasing in the round and only uses the single crochet and slip stitch to join. The finished basket measures 10 inches width by 5 inches in height. And this one's really great for practicing working in the round, and it's available on their blog. I also like this checkerboard rug. It measures 36 inches by 60 inches or 31.5 by 152.5 centimeters. It uses jumbo size yarn, so it works up quite quickly, and it only uses chain and the single crochet stitch. And this one's a great one because it's a basic introduction to the intarsia technique, and it's available also on the Yarn Inspirations website. Another great basket is this one by Simply Made Erin. This one uses the half double crochet and the single crochet stitches, and the pattern includes 3 different sizes: small, which is 4.5 inches, medium, which is 6 inches, and large, which is 7.5 inches in diameter. And this one's also great for practicing working in the round, and it's joined with a slip stitch at the end of each round, and it's available also as a video tutorial on their channel and on their blog as a written pattern. You can also make this pot holder by Crochet Dreams. It measures 8 by 8 inches and only uses the single crochet, half double crochet, skip, and chain. And this one's great because it's double layered and it's beginner friendly, and it's also a quick and functional make. I also like this Vibes floor mat by Lion Brand. It's easy and made with super bulky yarn, so it'd work up quite quickly. It measures 19 by 28 inches or 48.5 by 71 centimeters, and it's made in one piece, back and forth in rows. And with this one, it does use a furry yarn, so it can be a bit more difficult to determine all the different stitches to keep your stitch count. So if you want to make it a bit more beginner friendly, I would choose a yarn that has a bit more stitch definition, so it's easier to see the stitches. And this one is available on the Yarn Inspirations website. All right, now I'll share some cardigans and sweaters. First is the Simply Tweed sweater by Crafty Maz Designs. This one has sizes extra small to 5XL and uses the single crochet, half double crochet, and working into the back loop only, single crochet 2 together, and working into the front 2 loops. First, you work the left side of the sweater, then the neck shaping, and then the back rows to match the front neck shaping, and then the right side and seam it together and work the sleeves, neckline edging, and then also there's some decreasing shaping to give it a bit more of a snug fit. So this one is great if you already have a couple of patterns under your belt and you are already comfortable with the basic stitches, but then you want to get a bit better with some shaping and maybe doing a little bit more of a difficult design, and it's available on the hobby website. The Basic Stitch Sweater by Manatee Squares is also a great make. This one has sizes extra small to 5XL and it's made with chunky yarn, so it works up quite quickly. It uses the cross double crochet, the back post double crochet, the front post double crochet, half double crochet, and skip a stitch, and working into the right and wrong side of the garment to create. It has a cropped fit, and to create it you make the back panel and the front panel, neckline and sleeves, seaming, and then the neckline edging. This one's also a great one if you already created some easier patterns and you want to create a bit more of a level 2 pattern, and it's also available on the Yarnspirations website. Another great piece to make are these mesh sleeves by Yarnspirations. They use the chain double crochet and flat slip stitch seaming. There are 2 different sizes for this one, extra small to medium and large to 2XL. And this one is still in the beginner category, but it's really straightforward and would be great as the shaping is quite minimal. It's a simple 4 rectangles sweater, and this one's available on the Yarnspirations website. Another great make is this jacket by Linda Dean. For this one, it's worked creating a flat back, and then the remaining body is worked in the rounds, and all the rounds are worked in spirals, so you don't have to end the round with the slip stitch. Sleeves are then worked directly on the body, which we love because it means less sewing. And the stitches used for this one are the double crochet and single crochet. And this one is available in sizes small to 2XL. Here is another great easy pullover by Bernat Yarns. This one has sizes extra small to large, and to create it, you start with the back panel, then shape the armhole and the front, then the neck shaping and the sleeves, and shape the top and finish it off with the collar. And this one uses single crochet 2 together, and the slip stitch. And this one would be a great Christmas gift to make, and it's available on their website. Another great sweater is the Rochester Pullover by TL Yarn Crafts. It includes sizes small to 3XL, and the stitches used are the extended single crochet 2 together, single crochet, slip stitch, and working into the back loop only. You start with the ribbing in the back, then the body, the front panel with left neck shaping, and then right neck shaping, and then the sleeves. And this one is also available on their website. I also liked this hexagon sweater by Hey Hey Crochet. This one is more easy level to create. It uses the magic ring to create the hexagons in the round, and then the slip stitch, single crochet, double crochet, and scallop stitching for the edging, which is slip stitch, skip stitch, 5 double crochet in 1 stitch, and then skip a stitch, which is done over 4 stitches. And this one is also available on their blog, as well as it's a YouTube video tutorial on their channel, which is great if you're a bit more of a visual learner. And if you're totally new to crochet and a bit overwhelmed about where to start, you should definitely check out my ebook below, Explorations Through Crochet the Basics, where I share everything that you need to know all in one place. Everything is organized into a 95-page ebook that has over 40 video tutorials and over 100 photos with step-by-step instruction of all of the basic stitches, how to measure gauge, how to block your projects, as well as 3 patterns. So definitely check that out in the description box below. All right, so now I'll share some tops and dresses patterns. A great top is this one by Yarnspirations. This one uses the double crochet, color blocking, seaming pieces together, and basic decreasing. There are sizes extra small to 5XL, and to create it you work the back, then shape the sleeves and work the front, and then shape the neck and finish it off with some neck edging. And this one has a little bit of sewing along the shoulder and side seams, so it's great for practicing that, and this one is available on the Yarnspirations website. Or make this fringe top by Yarnspirations. This one has sizes extra small to 5XL, and it uses the single crochet 2 together, and the slip stitch to make it. You first make 2 panels, one for the front and then the back, then shape the armholes and the neck edging. And this one is available on the Yarnspirations website as well. I also like this lacy summer top by Blue Star Crochet. It's made by constructing 2 T-shaped pieces and then seaming them together. It has sizes extra small to 5XL, and the stitches used for this one are the chain, double crochet, single crochet, slip stitch, and chain space. And this one is also really easy to adjust, and it has a lot of helpful tips on how to do so. It's also really repetitive, and I loved the lacy design. It'd be perfect to wear on a beach holiday, and it's available on their blog. The Audrey dress by For the Frills is also a great easy level pattern. It's a raglan pattern, which means it's created from the top down, and it's really easy to alter on your body to fit as you go. First, you make the yoke, which is the fabric that sits around the neck, over the shoulders, and upper chest, then the body, and then the skirt, and finish it off with the belt. You only need to know the double crochet two together, and slip stitch to create it. And I really liked how this one has a silhouette that's a more modern take on the 50s fit and flare out style, and it's available on their blog. This halter top by Yarnspirations is also a fun one. It has sizes extra small to 5XL and uses stitches single crochet, double crochet, and the slip stitch, and it's easy level to create. To work it, you create the body, then the side ties, and then the neck ties. And this one's a really fun one. I've made it actually recently with yarn scraps, and it's available on the Yarnspirations website. Here's another top by Yarnspirations. It has sizes extra small to 3XL, and the stitches used are the chain, double crochet, single crochet, and slip stitch. And this one is just 2 squares, and then it has a bit of seaming at the shoulder with the whip stitch. And then the sleeves are worked in the round, and some bottom edging is used to finish it off. And this one's a really quick and easy one to work up to practice all of the basic stitches as well as some sewing. Or make the short sleeve top by Yarnspirations. This one has sizes extra small to 5XL and uses the double crochet, single crochet, and slip stitch to make it. To make it, you create the front, then the back panel, and then shape the armholes and shoulder and finish it off with the sleeves. So it's basically 4 rectangles with a little bit of shaping and changing yarn colors. So this one's really great if you're already confident with all the basic stitches and you just want to practice making a simple garment with a little bit of sewing and some shaping. Also, here's another dress called Best in Mesh. There are sizes extra small to 5XL for this one, and it uses stitches double crochet, single crochet, and slip stitch. The garment is worked flat and then seamed together, and to create it, you work the front panel, then the back panel, and then sew it together with the whip stitch and work the sleeves. And this one's really beginner friendly as well and uses minimal sewing, and I also liked the coverage on this one. All right, now I'll share some accessories patterns. First is this 50-minute scarf by Brianna Lobb from All Free Crochet. It only takes 1 skein of super bulky yarn, so it'd work up quite quickly, and it uses the half double crochet and slip stitch to create it. And this one is available on their website, and like the name says, it takes under an hour to create, so it's a pretty quick project. I also liked this darkness hooded scarf by Stitches and Scraps. The hood is 12 inches tall from the top to bottom and 9 inches deep from front to back, and fits most adults. It uses the single crochet, half double crochet, slip stitch, and chains, and it begins at the middle of the back of the hood and is worked in one direction all the way to the end of the scarf. And this one has written instructions as well as a really helpful chart, and it's available on their website. Another great scarf is this Colwyn scarf by Lion Brand. It uses half double crochet and half double crochet into the 3rd loop, which is on the side of the stitch when the piece is facing you. It's below the front loop of the stitch. And this one is really repetitive and quick pattern to work up, and it's available on their website. I also loved this teeny beanie by Yarnspirations. It's beginner friendly and only uses single crochet and slip stitch and working into the round. It's really simple and repetitive. And this one's made with bulky plush yarn, so it works up quite quickly. And it's made in the round, so it's really great for practicing working in the round. Another great make is this Gemini tote by Mo Design. It measures 25 by 45 centimeters or 10 inches by 18 inches. And it uses the single crochet, double crochet, magic ring, increasing and decreasing stitches to create it. And this one is constructed by working 2 twin pieces and then sewing them together, which represents the duality of Gemini, which I thought was really clever, and it's available on the Hobby website. Or make this 9 headband by Teen Summer Hansen. This one is perfect to keep your ears warm during colder seasons, and it's beginner friendly. There are 3 different sizes, 50 centimeters, 54 centimeters, and 58 centimeters, and it uses the chain, half double crochet, and working into the back loop only. And this one has a lot of helpful pictures to help with each step of creating it, And also you do need to do a little bit of sewing to connect the pieces together, and it's available on the hobby website. Well, what did you think of my beginner-friendly crochet patterns? If you made it this far, don't forget to leave a cactus emoji in the comments below and let me know what other kind of crochet patterns videos you'd like to see next. And don't forget to also subscribe and click the bell to be notified of more crochet inspiration each week. Well, thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me in the next one.